nations gathered together, the Lord Yahweh of hosts mustereth the host of the battle.
Yep. And we was going into this last night.
Okay.
Yep.
Ultimately, with all that commotion and with all the conflict and them, fighting one another, they're gonna at some point they're gonna try to band together, and they're gonna try to fight against our Lord when he comes, because that's gonna be a whole nother war. that's gonna intrude on this war. It's gonna turn into a whole different war in the midst of an already going war.
And that's why it was so huge what Ronald Reagan said. He said, because same Cold War talk, but now this is starting to heat up.
Yeah.
This is actually getting hot.
Yeah.
Hot war now, right? He was saying, what if we had a common enemy, or what he said, of an alien force, I forgot how he said it, would come to the earth. And when we set aside our differences and come together to fight against that common enemy, and that's exactly what the scripture said they were going to do.
They're going to stop fighting each other because this big ass massive chariot just covered the sky.
Yeah.
It's like, I can't fight against you. We got to fight for man. That's mankind.
Yeah, exactly. I got a couple more. This is Joel 3:2. Going back into the gathering that he's doing, it says, I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, and I will plead with them there for my people, and that's a big deal. Because as the brother just mentioned right now, when that chariot comes, the fathership shows up, hey, that's when you know that these got bigger issues to fight, Yeah. So not only are you about to lose the battle, the war, whatever, but your slaves about to be taken from you, freed, taken from you if you want to
rebel against you.
Yep. All of this is about to happen. So the end of your whole shit is about to come to pass. It says, and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations, departed my land. Right? And you go jumping down what it read. Verse 9, proclaim ye this among the heathen.
It's like when it said, they read that last part?
At the scattered
where it says, and they parted my land.
Come. It says, and I will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and have imparted my land.
Yep. And that's what they did. They took over our holy land.
Yep.
All right.
Now you got Palestine claiming it's there, and they should have more. Down further down the Jordan River, they should. Hey, we're supposed to have the West Bank. We're supposed to have this. Now we're supposed to have all of this. They want to go back and forth about it. Ain't none of that shit y'all over there.
That's the irony of it. They fighting over something that
ain't there. You need to get up out of here. The Syrians might have to back up a little bit, man.
Look at this real quick. This is from theeconomist.com. It says, for the first time in years, Israel's leader wants a Palestinian state. It says, promises of peace are common, yet Yair Lapid, Israel's prime minister, caused a stir when he told the UN General Assembly on September 22nd that he wanted to make peace with Palestinians based on the two-state solution. And that's basically they trying to put a partition of the land so that they can divide it between the Palestinians and Amalek.
Yeah.
So that lets you know right there, according to prophecy, that the heathens parted the land right now. They have it in possession.
Really, it won't be possessed at all right now.
Yeah.
But that's the curse unto us, because it also says that strangers devour our land.
Yeah.
A bastard would dwell in Asgard.
Yeah, so this is for us to be, this is a punishment for us to see that these bastards are over there in our land.
Living it up off the fruit of the land, using it up.
Lamentations 5:2. Our inheritance is turned to strangers, our houses to aliens.
On the Palestinians, small hats. Zechariah 9:6. And a bastard shall dwell in Ashdod, which is a city, it's a port city in Israel.
What it says about a port city, it's important because that's where your commerce comes in and out. That's how you do your business. So that's an important city to possess. The wealth of your nation, of your country, of your land, dwells from those certain areas. You got it, bro.
and I will cut off the pride of the Philistines, which are the Palestinians of today. And that bastard is them small hats. You know, so they try to come to a resolution, but the Lord gonna cut all them motherfuckers out, man, when he comes back, man. Cause that land don't belong to neither one of y'all, man.
So let me go back into Joel, unless you got something. Okay, Joel 3 and 9, it says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men. Oh, you were going to bring it out last night in Ezekiel 38. Particularly the point that I'm going to just speak about, whether they got necessarily get it, that's going to go there, but saying how he will put hooks in the jaws of God and Magog, to protect all of other nations around. But those are the same countries that are being a guard, that the Russians being a guard unto, that they have deals and business with those other nations in Russia. Okay, so that's showing you their alliances that are coming together, and showing you that that a lot of the West don't want to deal with that. They don't want them dealings. They want them to be struggling. But really, who's struggling now? They're talking about America may have to go into their reserves to help the EU out.
Shoot, they've been sending oil and resources over there to the EU and Ukraine.
And Ukraine. So, but my point was, you can still connect the prophecies with that situation, on how it's all lining up in modern current events.
And bro, it's similar to how Esau divided Jacob, the 12 tribes. They divided us and said, you're black and Latino, all these different bywords. Same thing they're doing with the nations. They're dividing these nations because they know, just like Israel, once we're together, we're stronger. These nations, once they come together and make deals of commerce and military deals, they're stronger, and they can eventually overtake America. So with America being in between all their dealings, that like it divides them.
That's in the book of the Art of War. Divide and conquer, man. Classic war tale. First thing they did was break up the Soviet Union. But why didn't NATO disperse right there? Actually, NATO got stronger. So now they had to look the other What's the other group that Russia had to form?
With the Warsaw? You talking about with the Warsaw Pact?
The Warsaw Pact. So from the Warsaw Pact, they have to come together to now build up to balance back what America and the EU and NATO had done. Okay, so now they're just chess moves back and forth. Now Russia's like, fuck it, I'm going around offensive right now. Matter of fact, I want my shit back. Right, so this is just showing you in current events that the prophecies are still standing, and they're active right now. They're speaking loud and clear. Now, let me get this, y'all got it. Right, it says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong, as you mentioned earlier. Go on and pass out the missiles, go on and pass out the war instruments, the planes, and all the different stuff that y'all got. Pass it around, pass money over here. So just working, and like what the elder was saying last night in the live stream, he was saying how the Most High wants this to be a good battle. He don't just want it to be completely one side. He wants it to be built up and hyped up like any boxing match. It's like a Mayweather fight. When you watch them 24/7s, it looked like the opponent has a chance.
Oh yeah, they always do.
Man, I think Ricky had a chance.
All of them seem like they had a chance. Like, man, they might get a lucky punch,
But when the fight go down, lucky punch or not, none of that shit matters. Okay, the champ is going to prevail. It says, and I'm just using that as an example, whatever. Anyway, it says, assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves round about. And how many thousands of years was this written before now? Before this is actually playing out, right? Thither, call thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat. And that's the house the prophet was talking about, the Howard's judgment.
Okay.
It's that place, right? It says, the Fertile Crescent area, right?
Saudi Arabia.
The
Arabian desert.
Yeah. It's perfect field.
Yeah.
The battlefield right there. Open, got everything.
Ain't no mountains and stuff.
Perfect.
He's setting the stage for the world. Basically, it's a war stage.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make sure it's nothing but smoke. I'm gonna
Yep.
make sure all your water,
Yep.
the
I'm
lakes.
clearing that out.
I'm gonna dry that up.
Yep.
So I'm gonna make sure it's nice and dry for all y'all to roll your tanks and all your
Yep.
military technology and
No obstacles.
yeah, no obstacles.
So
I'm
you
gonna
can just
move everything
fight.
out of the way
Yep.
so y'all can
Clear
handle that.
out all
Yeah,
the,
clear all the
clear out
tables and
room,
shit.
tables and chairs, and we can get down in the middle.
Right.
And that's pretty much the middle of the earth anyway. If you really look at it, the center of the earth.
And I always say this is spiritual because that was where the beginning of the world began.
So
you know,
how much fitting
the
at the end of it.
God.
I mean,
Exactly.
because-
Yo, that's what I was. Yeah, exactly. What I was gonna say.
It says, for there will I sit to, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come, get ye down, for the press is full, the fats overflow, for the wickedness is great, and everything has beautifully come manifested into this moment. All the things that have been going on, the spy film, microfilm, everybody has what they need for this war to be the right type of war, to be the final world war. And most importantly, for the angels to come and get involved, for the Lord to have to come down and get involved, for the elect to be wakened up and to alert the elect of the people, for everything to be judged in this one major event. Okay, and this is the prophecy that we speak of. We have to speak about this because a lot of our people can't see the fact that this place will change, that the earth will change the way it's been ran. That something major has to happen to get it set up on righteousness now. I mean, how long do you people want to be on the bottom? Talking about you so-called you Latino Native Americans, you Israelites out there. How long y'all want to be in the worst positions? Okay? So for you to get out of this position, it has to be a major, powerful, celestial, great moment that only the Heavenly Father could make happen.
Something out of this world.
Hey, the brother just sent the video earlier. That woman was like, man,
Yeah.
World War III need to pop off already.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
So, for the most part, people are ignorant to the fact that something big is coming of biblical proportions. A war that's never been seen before. But people also, she said low key, a lot of us, we want the shit to end already.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, because she wanted to go back to normal.
Yeah.
Let's get it over with so I can go back to living comfortable. And, that was her mindset.
I don't want to have to worry
be a
about
woman
paying
again.
bills.
I ain't gotta pay bills.
Go
no
to
more.
work.
I ain't gotta go to work.
You know?
It'll be a little dangerous, but I'll get through that.
She said YOLO.
Right.
Hey, YOLO. You know.
You know? So yeah, like people are ignorant, but back in the back of their head, at the same time, people want the shit to end already, and they know it's gonna take something like this to end it, to end this madness.
Yep.
You know, World War III.
And if you really want to get down into what it's really going to take, it's going to take a second death. Really.
Heavy judgment.
Heavy judgment to where, like you had that queued up, Genesis 6 chapter.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's the point that we're at, where to change, you got to eradicate the wicked off the planet, man. They got to go so the righteous can have the position and the power to affect those that are worthy to be here still.
Really, that woman is like an example of the creation groaning. She just don't got the full understanding
Right.
of what's really about to happen.
And she really wants to go back to where they got OnlyFans and they got, nail salons and all this other shit. We talking about ancient way, going back to where the ancient, but you're exactly right. We want to go to a level that she ain't really prepared for. A little bit of danger is the least of what's coming.
And it ain't,
She's thinking.
it ain't no little.
Nah.
It ain't nowhere
Nah.
near a little bit of danger. It's
Nah.
This whole setup that our people have been accustomed to and used to, once this place is done, ain't no returning to that. That's gonna be a thing of the past.
Exactly.
There ain't gonna be no OnlyFans. There ain't gonna be no shopping malls.
Right.
There ain't gonna be no sugar daddies. There ain't gonna be none of that shit going on. It's gonna be a new heaven and a new earth.
right.
All right, where you women gonna have to be, you're gonna be